'cause that's what you deserve. You sacrifice so much of your life in order for this to work. While I'm chasing up my own dreams, sailing around the world, please know that I'm yours to keep, my beautiful girl. Hey, I'm playing The Girl by City and Colour, and my name is Drew James, by the way. I'm from learnguitarlondon.com. I'm going to be showing you how to play this wonderful fingerstyle ballad. It's basically a lot of bass notes with the thumb for you fingerstyle pickers out there. I've got a free tab for this as well, which you can get by joining the student area of my site. Just takes a name and email, click the link in the video description. So let's start getting our finger picking going. It's actually only got about 4 to 5 chords, this one, but the picking pattern is fun to play, and it's a good one for you potential sing and fingerstyle players out there. Let's start learning it. Okay, you're going to need a capo. You're going to have to pop that on fret 2 to make it sound like the record. So the overall theme of this song is the thumb is doing a lot of work. In fingerstyle, the thumb always plays the top 3 strings most of the time. So the thumb's doing this a lot of the time in the song. So I will be breaking that down for you. Before we go any further with fingerstyle, I just like to use the rule of the thumb playing the top 3 strings, index plays the 4th string down, middle plays the B string, and ring finger plays the E. So if you ever hear me referencing fingers on the picking hand, which pluck the strings, they're the fingers that I'm talking about. Thumb, 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 index, middle, ring. So let's have a look at the first bar. So we've got this. Okay, so I'm taking a G chord, and I like to use my ring finger on the 3rd fret on the thickest string. But you can just do your regular G, a G like this, where you put your middle finger on fret 3, index on fret 2 on the A string, and then your ring finger, it's not actually playing your normal G where you go to the thinnest string, it's playing the string just above actually. So it's here, okay, on fret 3. Now you'll see me doing it like this with middle ring and then pinky on here, but however you want to do it, these are the strings you have to hold down. Fret 3 on the E and the B string, and index finger on fret 2 on the A string. So let's have a look at the picking pattern. Thumb plays thickest, middle plays the B string, then thumb plays thickest, then ring finger plays the thinnest string. Then you do that again. So that's the beginning. Next bar, so you might as well just leave the fingers where they are on your fretting hand, and the picking goes thumb, index on the open G, thumb, index open G, thumb, index open G. Then on your fretting, change to fret 2 on the thickest string and do the same picking pattern, thumb on thickest on open G. So bar 2. Bar 1 and 2. So you are going to have to get faster at it for it to sound like the song, but take it slowly. The next chord, we can move to an E minor. So your index finger is already on fret 2 on the A string. You might as well just leave that there and bring your middle finger underneath on fret 2 on the D string. Play thickest string. So I'll show you what I've done there. I've gone thickest string, then index finger on open G, then I've played thumb, lifting up the middle finger on the D string, plucking it, and then hammering it down to go a 0, 2. And that's why there's a little loop over that on the music. That's called a hammer-on. Then play open B string. And the rest of the bar, thumb on thickest, index on G, thumb on D, so then in bar 4 we do exactly the same thing. So I'm now going to do bars 1 to 4. So here we go. Okay, so obviously slower, take it slow and bring up the speed as you go. The next chord is based on a C chord. You can put your 3rd fret on the A string, 2nd fret on the D string. And you're going to do this picking pattern, thumb on A, index, thumb on D, middle. Do that again. So it's thumb, index, thumb, middle, thumb on A, index, thumb on D, index. This chord and slide it up 2 frets. So you're on fret 4 on the D string and fret 5 on the A string, and do the same picking pattern. So I'll do that again, back down to C. It's a really good idea to work the speed as you go. So I'll now put together all of the bars, all 6 up to that point. And okay, and last 2 bars. Back to your G. This time we're going thumb on thickest, index open G, then with our G chord we're just going to lift up the index finger that normally holds down fret 2 on the A string, play the open A and hammer that down like we did with the E minor where we went. This time we're going open A, hammer to 2, then B string, then thumb, index, index. I'll do that bar again. Bar, staying with your G, thumb, index, thumb, then we're going to put this 3 down on the B string again, like we did at the beginning, then thumb, index, index. Bar 7 and 8, this is 8, and then you go round in a circle. Okay, now before we go any further with this, it must be stressed that when he plays it live and even in in the audio version, he's changing what he's doing with the picking a lot of the time. You know, it's repeating and there's different picking patterns as we go. So if you are looking to sing and play this, then I'm going to give you kind of a basic picking pattern from there onwards. You can do that part at the beginning because that's quite accurate to what he does before the singing comes in. But when the singing comes in, I keep things a lot more basic, just including a few of the hammer-on embellishments that we learned earlier. So this is what I do when the singing comes in. I go thumb, index, 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 thumb, index. So I'm not doing the... I'm doing more what we do in bar 2. So I'm going... Dun, 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 dun. Still doing the 2nd fret, dun. And this I do keep the same, bar 3 as normal with the hammer on, dun, 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 dun. And this C is all the same thing, dun, 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 dun. And I always include that hammer on the G there in bar 7. Dun, 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 dun. So you can hear that that will get you a long way. And then what he does is he just occasionally sort of embellishes parts. So the G could be... extra notes here and there. Don't be too much of an exact science by it. As long as you're always doing G, F sharp E, with the C, this note is a D, G, and then repeating that. As long as you're keeping those bass notes solid with your thumb as you go through, you're going to have the meat of this whole song. So the tab that I've given you is kind of as embellished as I like to get it. So you can play that at the intro, and then as I've shown you, you can simplify it down a little bit when the singing comes in, especially if you're maybe a bit new to fingerstyle and singing. So there you go, there's the girl. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please leave a like on the video if you have. Keep on playing, and I'll see you soon.